Hey, my fellow resilient people. Today's video is a little different. I'm doing it in in my car. Usually, I don't like filming my videos at home when my parents are home. I kind of just like doing it in my own quiet space because it just helps me think a lot better, and I don't have to worry about like anybody else listening in on me. But anyways, today's video. It's about, why your habits and mindset needs to change if you're going to be resilient in order to reach success on your own terms. And this was something that took a long time for me to learn, and a lot of hard lessons because before I thought I knew it all when I was younger, you know, being in my late teens and early 20s, and thinking I had it all figured out. But if you're gonna be your true self, and if you're going to continue on your path to being the best version of yourself, in order to reach success on your own terms, to have what you want in life, to have joy for the rest of your life, there's things you need to change. And one of those things is your health, taking care of your health, being active, physically and mentally. I'm just gonna shake hands real quick, sorry. But yeah, that was the first thing, because that just helped set the tone for all the other habits that, if normally would be hard to change, mindset as well. Those would be hard to change just on their own, but just getting something going, like you know just going to the gym, working out or doing cardio, or you should really be doing both, and then mentally exercising your mind with puzzles or reading, or what do you call yoga, not yoga, sorry, but meditating and stuff like that, or whatever else, anything that creative that just helps you stay away from consuming screens all day, watching TV videos and stuff, playing video games, because really, if you're not using it to help you to learn and improve your life, then really it's just a distraction, and it's wasting hours of your life away. And for me, I learned it did. And when I stopped consuming so many screens like before, I found I had a lot more time to do things. So, and even now, I have to be more protective of my personal time and what I'm gonna do with it. Since I'm working a 9 to 5 job. So the other thing is, that's one habit. Another habit, I would say, is getting to bed on time, getting enough sleep, creating a consistent schedule that's around the same 7 to 8 hours or 9 hours, or however many hours you feel you need. Really, it's dependent upon the person, so there's no set amount of hours. Some people can do with less sleep, some people need more sleep, in order for not only your body to recover, but your mind, your brain, when it's trying to learn new habits and connect those neural pathways and stuff like that. It needs sleep. It needs deep REM sleep. And so creating that habit of how you go to sleep, usually for me, an hour before bed, I'm reading. So that helps me just naturally fall to sleep. And I also wear a sleep mask, so this way there's no light that is going to interrupt my deep REM sleep. But I've seen much improvement, in order for the habits to stick and to become easier long term, because right now it's going to feel hard on your brain to do, but eventually your brain will make those things easier, so you won't feel like you're using as much energy to do it. So that can take time. How much time? you don't know. Again, it's dependent upon the person. um, Usually it could be like a couple months to a few months, maybe longer. You just have to keep going, keep being consistent, and be actively engaging. If you're reading, actively be engaging in your reading. Or like for me, like how I told you guys, my work is more cognitive, so I have to be more active in learning these new things to me, because it's like completely out of my realm. So in order for me to improve, and for the task to become easier, I have to continue to actively engage. Other things I do health wise, food, just try to not overeat, just eat enough so you feel good, so that your brain is still able to function and focus, think clearly. Like for me at work, if I eat too much before work, if I eat too much like snack wise and stuff, you need to digest all that food, so all that blood is gonna go to your stomach, and you're gonna feel sluggish and things like that, because you stuffed your belly so much. So usually a trick that I do, trying to maintain where I'm at, and trying to like build my body to become stronger and leaner and stuff, I usually just, when I eat my food, I'll eat it slowly. This way that my stomach can, like, the signal to the brain, to the stomach, that you're getting full. Because if you just eat chunks of food and you're eating real fast, your brain's not going to know when it's full, and then by then it'll be too late, because you ate too many calories or whatever, and your stomach is hurting, you're feeling gaseous and stuff like that. And nobody wants to be out there like farting in public, especially around their friends, employees, or whatever. So it like gets uncomfortable, and all that gas building up in there, creating pain in your stomach. But yeah, mindset wise, for me, I learned I had to continuously tell myself, that I believed in myself, that I'm going to achieve everything that I want, that I'm going to be successful on my own terms, that I'm going to be true to myself and who I am, and to become the best version of myself, and to stay resilient. Because at the end of the day, I just want to be like a good positive force out there, somebody who's respectful and kind, and somebody who accepts other people's differences, and we can still be friends. It's not like I'm gonna be hanging out with them or anything, because usually I like being around like-minded people that want to like grow more beyond what they are. And for me, at all my jobs, or just friends around, family, that I don't really have anybody like that. So right now it's just me. So this is just part of the resilience. You're gonna have that, and you're gonna have people that aren't gonna like that, because when you're wanting to be around people more that are like you, that want to do the same things as you, going on that journey, right? Pushing each other. When you don't have that, you don't really talk to anybody. You'll say hi probably, like when you see them, but most people will just think you're like awkward and cringe, and that somehow like you're a bad guy because you don't say anything to them. You know what I mean? But it's like, when you like your own personal time, when that time is like when you're at your best, yeah, it just people take that in a negative way for whatever reason, especially the people that are like very outgoing and stuff like that, very sociable and talkative, and I'm more like introverted in a way. If you talk to me, I'll talk to you, yeah, but if you don't say anything, then I'm not gonna say anything to you. Like,
sometimes when I walk into a room at my job, I say hi to people, but if when the shoe's on the other foot, if they walk in the door, or if they walk in the room, they won't say hi to me at all. Like I'm not even there, and it's like, really? Like, what is that? I don't know. Like somehow I'm just because I'm not trying to like be buddy with them, you know what I mean? But I mean, to me, work is work. It's not, these people aren't my friends, they're not supporting me in my life decisions and stuff, because throughout all my jobs, if when I had made mention that I wanted more, they always kept saying, you can move up like the next level and all that, the higher positions, right? At my job at the YMCA, since there's really no career, it was more like you could do other jobs to earn more money, which is like, really, like, come on, like, I'm trying to like create something big, I'm a big dreamer, and that's the only way I know how to function. That's the only thing that really keeps me pushing, because it's like, I think on like ludicrous levels, of what I want my life to be like. And for me, that's fun. I mean, I love it. That's what keeps pushing me to do more and more, right? So sometimes when you're a big dreamer, yeah, it's gonna be hard to connect with people, and you have to be okay with that. um, you just gotta keep going. You just stay resilient, hey, whatever, if they don't want to talk to you, whatever, like that, if they dislike you, hate you, so be it. You just keep going. And in your personal time, you keep reminding yourself of what you're trying to do, what you're trying to build, who you are, that you believe in yourself, right? That you will be a positive energy out there. Yeah, but that's it for now. Yeah, that's it, guys. So, keep being resilient, like I always say. Stay true to yourself and reach success on your own terms. So, until the next video, I'll see you guys later, okay?